You're tuned in to the frequency of the crypto revolution. Your host, Daryl Bryan.
Trap money.
AKA Bit Chapo. Bringing you the latest in Bitcoins, altcoins, news events, price volatility, and the knowledge they don't want you to know. 100% facts, no printer. It's the most lit podcast in all of cryptocurrency. Vibrations out of this world. And it all begins right now.
You already know.
It's going down.
Hello everyone, welcome to the Crypto Revolution. I am your host Daryl Bryan, aka Bit Chapo. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today we are officially launching It's Crypto podcast. If you are backtracking from our other latest episodes, we thank you for coming back to the original to hear our lovely voice from the beginning. As you know, we have evolved since then, but hey, here you are, wanting to hear the origins of how we got started. So we appreciate your dedication and authenticity in really finding out who we are. So, who are we? Well, first of all, this podcast is hosted by one individual, Daryl Bryan, aka Bit Chapo. My history and background, I've been in cryptocurrency since 2015. Now, that doesn't seem like a long time, but as the years go by, I study a lot. And I've studied too much, in my opinion. So, I'm not an expert, but I'm not a novice either. What I provide is a unique perspective in cryptocurrency, something that I feel is missing. Cryptocurrency began as a light-hearted mission to change the world, and I believe this revolution is changing the world in unbelievable ways. So, we need a voice, a person who sticks to the lightheartedness that cryptocurrency was born from. And that person is me, Daryl Bryan, aka Bit Chapo. Many other podcasts, many other news outlets, people of authority, they are amazing at what they do. They provide the most accurate information ever. Sometimes not, but sometimes they do. More than not, they do provide the best information. But the one thing missing from them that I find lacking is their enthusiasm. Where'd the passion go? Like, I listen to these people and I'm not bashing them, but it's kind of boring. Like, my head may nod from time to time. So I wanted to create something that could keep your attention, something that's not too much information, but information that you need to know. Keep it short and sweet, something that's meaningful, that's impactful, and perspectives that you don't normally hear. Now, let's be honest, how many times have you thought about something in your head, and then the person on the TV or in the podcast says it, and you're like, wow, I was thinking that same thing. It's the best thing, the best feeling ever. But I think by being professionals, they have censored themselves in not providing the most accurate thoughts or the most accurate reactions, and how many explicit cryptocurrency podcasts are there? So we aim to change that, breaking the mold by being authentic, okay? Now, with that being said, this is not necessarily a guerrilla podcast in the aspect of no script. We do have a general idea of what we're going to talk about every episode, but the reactions in thereof of each topic are 100% freestyled, from the dome. So everything you're getting, everything you're hearing is live, baby. Even if it's recorded from a long time ago, it's still live. Because all these thoughts, they're generating in real time. As I'm thinking it, I'm saying it. Therefore, how could it be more real than that? But we want to keep things focused as well, so we do have a topic list every episode, which you'll see in the title. And this podcast will evolve over time. We're going to be adding sections, taking out sections, having varying themes, varying intros and outros, sound effects. But the elements that will stay the same are the music. We love hip-hop here. I love hip-hop personally. I believe hip-hop is one of the best genres in music. I'm not saying the best, but one of the best. And I would love to incorporate it in this podcast. So we're going to be playing amazing fire hip-hop instrumentals in the background of every single one of our episodes. And I believe this is going to rise the energy, keep everybody in a lighthearted spirit, and as well as introduce you guys to some amazing sounds by free content creators. That's right, free content creators. Now, as we begin our journey in cryptocurrency, diving deep into the infinite waters of crypto, shout out Ralph Smart, we're gonna be having a lot of fun, okay? Every single one of our topics we cover, we're gonna have sources. These sources may come from Twitter, people, websites, YouTube videos, whatever the case is. You can find these sources in the show notes. We'll be posting them so you can have access to all of the information that we researched, that we discovered. And I'd like to thank you personally for giving us a shot. I mean, if you're playing this and you've already heard our other episodes, then you know we're a success already. But if you're part of the OG, the people that just heard this when this first launched, and you believed in us, we thank you. We thank you so much for giving us that opportunity in your ears for us to blast the crypto airwaves with our God-blessed essence. Okay, maybe a little ego there, but hey, the Chapo has to come out every now and then. Thank you guys so much for being a part of the first one. And share this podcast with your friends. Follow us on social media, Twitter @It'sCryptoPod, Instagram It'sCryptoPodcast, and tag your friends in our posts. We post memes on Twitter, you know what I mean? We like to have fun, like I said before. And Instagram, we like to post when our next podcast is coming out. So keep up with that, keep up with our story. If you want to follow us personally, it's @BitChapo on both Instagram and Twitter. It is @bit_chapo. Again, thank you. I've said it for the 5th time, but hey, this is the OG podcast. I can say thank you as much as I want. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, guys, peace, love, and light, and stay in the loop.
Thank you for tuning in to the Crypto Revolution, the most lit podcast in all of cryptocurrency. 100% facts, no printer. Follow us on Twitter and stay in the loop. Peace, love, and light. See you soon.